There is a big difference between noticing and observing or witnessing something and becoming it and embodying it and experiencing it. And I think that's something that's really important to take notice of right now, because we all witness things. Like, life just is, right? I say this a lot. Life is empty and meaningless. It's the meaning you put on it. So life is happening all around you, and you are having an experience in it, and you have your senses to absorb what is around you. So you're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling, you're thinking, you're touching, you're smelling, and you're using your senses to become aware of what is around you. But once you've taken that information in, what are you doing with it? Is it just filter in, filter out? Think about when you're, driving along and how many cars you see on the road. Do you feel all of those cars? Do you notice all of those cars? Do you just think there's lots of cars around, I'm just trying to drive through them? And then suddenly one catches your attention. Why is it capturing your attention? Because it's red? Because your ex used to drive a red car? Or is it because you really want a new car and you want a red one, and so you keep noticing red cars? Like, pay attention to what you pay attention to, because for all the other hundreds and thousands of cars that drive by, you give it absolutely no thought, you give it no attention, you give it no energy. Think about that. When you give energy to something, that's when you start to embody it. So you notice things all the time. If you have eyes and ears, you're going to see and hear things all the time. The difference in the quality of your life is going to be, what do you do with that information? How do you process it? When that information comes in, you go, oh, I see a red car. Does it mean nothing and just disappears and you give it no thought? Or is it, I see a red car. Oh my gosh, is that my ex? I wonder what they're doing now. Are they thinking about me? Or, oh my God, like, you're going to start having a million thoughts. And when you have those thoughts, now you're going to start to believe those thoughts. And when you have a belief, you're going to get a feeling. And when you have a feeling, it's going to create a reaction in you, which is going to create an action. And now it's out, and you've put an action out into the world. Who you are being, who you are thinking and feeling and being, is what you are putting out into the world. That's the energy you're putting out. And now everyone and everything is going to respond to that energy, which is your feedback. So if you're now in a shitty mood because you're having this whole story in your head of a belief about, oh, that reminds me of my ex's car, or is it my ex, or my ex is an asshole, or I hope or maybe it's another way, like, oh, I wish I was still with my ex. Whatever your thought is going to be is now the energy that you're projecting, and your feedback is going to be how everyone is responding to you. So if you're grumpy and in a bad mood, and people start getting annoyed with you, and suddenly drivers start cutting in front of you, or you're not paying attention, or people are rude, you're now noticing people are rude because you're thinking of your ex who was rude, who annoyed you, and now you're noticing how everybody else is rude. Do you see how it works? We have two filters, in and out. We take information in without even realizing it, and then we do this process in our heads where we think and feel, and now we put energy out. And who we are being, the energy we're putting out, who we are being in this moment, is going to affect directly the response that we get. Do you see how you are the creator of your experience? So when your life isn't going how you want it, it's not about what's out there and what everyone is doing to you. It's how you are thinking about what's out there, because you observe it. But do you pay attention to it? Do you put energy into it? Do you have thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about it? Or do you just let it go past? Can you remember how many cars you saw yesterday? Can you remember where you were, what color they were, who was driving them? No, because they didn't mean anything. And when you don't put meaning on things, then it doesn't affect you. So your meaning that you put on stuff is what upsets you. The meaning and beliefs you put around things is what hurts you. And guess who's doing that? You are. Everything's just out there, existing. It just is. It was there before you were alive. It'll be there when you're gone. But the way you react to it, and the way you make it mean something, and the story that you tell yourself about that thing, is what you start projecting, and that's what creates your experience. just give this some thought today. Start noticing every time you get upset, what meaning did you put on what happened to you? What story did you create where you're the victim, where you're the one that's hurting? Because you did that. And when you realize that, it becomes very empowering and freeing, because you get to realize that you don't have to believe these stories that you create in your head. And a lot of them come from childhood. They're wounds. That's what your triggers are. So life is actually very, very simple. But when you become aware of what you're doing, you start taking accountability for how you are feeling, then you can change it, because you know you own that, which means you can turn it around the other way too. Anyway, have a good day.